Alright, let's start Act 2 properly in the capital of the Kingdom of Kislev, the one Rebel 12, with its leader playing on the organ, Kaiser Sigmund.
Nice. Pipe organ.
Okay.
I've seen this stuff in way too many animated movies.
Oh, and before anyone automatically thinks he's a villain just because of it, just a bit of a note and a bout of education.
Anyway, you can be the soldier dweebs while you, Jova, can be Kaiser Sigmund.
Kaiser, we have some news.
Yes.
We investigated the cause of the recent explosion at the southern Arve border. Our data showed a large amount of radiation was released at the epicenter. It was probably caused by an overload of a battleship-class slave generator. The cause of this is still unknown. The shockwaves from that explosion took out 2/3 of the Arve and Gebler forces combined. Now, Arve is in the process of regrouping their reserve units, but that should take at least several days. Concerning your order, the scouts have arrived at the area you requested.
Found it, eh?
Yes, sir. Can you even hear me?
Of course I can. I hear you
could be saying
perfect
anything.
over Eugen.
We know the gear found was stolen from the 11th base by the Gebler unit in Arve. And in the investigation of the machine, we also caught the unconscious pilot. The seized gear has been transported to the capital. From the circumstances, we believe information was leaked to Arve.
How can you say that?
I read the script, sir. All the gears except this were destroyed at Larm.
I can say it again if you turn down the organ a little
Judging
bit.
from the ID signal, this one wasn't with Arve, but was part of a pirate group.
Pirates? You mean young prince?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Can you even hear me?
Of course
We're now
I can.
analysing the combat data.
Look.
However, we've discovered some black boxes which are likely to delay the analysis.
Look, just because your ears are not as keen as mine does not mean my hearing is as acute as yours.
That gear wasn't made by us. The stock body was brought in by them.
So that's it.
Also, Shiri, the more you tell, the harder you will actually bounce those keys.
I will remove the keys.
Kaiser?
What? You trying to move keys and I will remove your...
Shouldn't we begin an assault on Arve?
Are you trying to destroy Kislev?
Huh?
Indeed, it would be easy to take down Ave, but it would exhaust our resources. Also,
But we can't afford to miss this chance.
even if we beat Shakan, Solaris would only replace him with another puppet. What if we exhausted our resources and found ourselves under attack? Anyway, we must still be concerned with Nissan. There is nothing to gain by doing anything now. You have disturbed me enough to disturb my organ playing.
That you can be this guy, why not?
But sir, what does a car company have to do with the current situation?
No more of those tired old car jokes, by the way. It seems they have arrived. Why a Russian accent, I wonder?
Well, you'll see soon enough into the part. Because now we're having yet another villain introduced. Yes, really, this game just keeps on piling up with the bad guys. And it's another woman, so you're up again, Shiri.
Well, it wouldn't be a
Sorry?
casino game if that was not the case.
What, a woman being the bad guy?
No, just introducing villains.
Yeah, Tetsuya Takashi loves to have a lot of villains in his games.
And unlike BlazBlue, he doesn't have them constantly get away with crap.
What?
It's the thing about BlazBlue. Darkness-induced audience apathy is a serious problem with that series.
Is it Blaze Blue?
because
BlazBlue?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
Blaze Blue.
Because it likes to have its villains constantly
Nobody
win,
cares
even
because
in
now it's
cases
finally
that-
over and Guilty Gear can thrive again.
Fuck you. I mean, okay.
I get the feeling
They killed that mobile game, by the way.
All right, here we go.
Is that it?
It's this one, Shiri.
Yes, if you use that, you can pass through the barrier. My only connection to Blaze Blue is the fact that one of my friends used to be a mod for the forum, and that's about it. You will be free to go where and when you please.
I'm guessing by your tone.
Master doesn't muffle my voice.
I'm guessing by your tone, Deds, that you're kind of a bit jaded by how Central Fiction ended. Like most are.
He's rather busy now. I was assigned to be his
So
representative.
this masked woman also knows Graf.
Everybody knows Graf. He's like the town bike.
And he's a late. What?
I will ask you this once. Why do you help us? Who are you people?
I've told you before.
No one seems to grasp the concept
None of your
of the
fucking
mask.
business.
I simply wish to observe what is in store for the world. There are so many things you people must know. I am merely your guide.
To your
I'll be your guide.
destruction.
No, you're
Also,
not.
of course I don't. Of course I don't want you to know who I am. That's why I'm wearing a mask, you
It's
dolt.
mysterious.
Nobody asked who you were.
He
I cannot
just did.
directly assist you. How you use it is entirely up to you.
Of course.
Okay.
So you're
Yes.
telling me you do not require any recompense?
Let me see. Well then, how about this?
1,000
Your
Bring me
gold.
tea.
lives.
A bionic.
Lives.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Basically, she's whispering in his ear, yeah.
Oh, I thought she was gonna kill him.
No.
Well, I must go.
My
My
planet
planet
needs
needs
me.
What a strange thing to ask for.
What does she say?
They want me to transfer a gear we captured and its pilot to D-Block.
D block? I wonder why.
What does the D stand for?
I don't know either, but we'll
Dickhead
still allow them a
block.
favor. We just can't deny them, so see to it.
Yes, sir.
Now
Alright,
chop,
everyone,
chop,
to
off to
dickhead
work.
block.
I have an organ to play for our big battle scene.
Sir, that keeps us all awake at night.
Like I was saying though, just because a character plays a pipe organ doesn't mean he's a bad guy. I mean, Captain Nemo played a pipe
I
organ,
know.
and he
I
wasn't the
know I
villain.
let you down. I've been a fool to myself. I thought that I could live with no one else. But now, through all the hurt and pain, it's time for me to respect.
That's Monster Reborn.
Why are you referencing?
Come Suser Todd, basically a key song for the Evangelion movies
Yeah.
when something peculiar happens, but it was mostly as a joke, because now it's time for Faye to see a snippet of some memories.
You know, I'm disappointed that you didn't play this Mario 64 version of that song.
Oh yes, I remember when we all became see-through one day.
Mhm.
Eric?
It's the power of the memories. Again, it's easy to imagine that to understand that this is Faye, playing with his mother. Almost viewed as an old-timey movie. Although it seems that it's a bit on repeat.
How cute.
Someone put the loop function on this video.
God, I don't remember tapes flickering that badly.
I need to try.
Some do.
Some did. And now the stage is set.
And he's like, oh
More
shit.
like,
Oh shit, the player's broken again.
Where am I?
You're in the station of crossing at the movie
What?
theater, dear
Oh.
sir.
The text cracked for a second there.
Huh?
Hi.
You shouldn't be here.
What are you talking about? You're in my head.
Oh. Well, that's the end
I
of the
think
part
you
then.
just got kicked out of your own head.
I promise I will not eat the enchilada anymore before going to bed. Where am I? Gosh, you're this nurse as well.
Good, you're finally woken up. You've been unconscious for 4 days, so I had begun to fear the worst.
4 days, Jesus.
I didn't check your pulse at all during
Check
that
it
time.
from Yugi.
Well, no one said these people were smart.
Who are you? Where am I? How did I get here?
I don't know.
Uh,
You've only just gained consciousness, so don't push yourself too much.
I'm standing up. That's an accomplishment.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
due
but it's
to
like
the
when you stand
strain.
up too quickly and you suddenly feel sick. I am a doctor. You are in Norturne?
Norturne, yes.
Yeah. The imperial capital of Kislev.
Oh, hey,
Enjoy
that's
your
the place
stay.
that's about to get attacked.
This is the detention area for criminals, commonly known as D Block.
I'll get to it more in a second, Liz, don't worry. Detention area for criminals?
Well, what else do we put here?
You are now in living quarters for prisoners in D Block. And you're here forever.
Basically.
Huh. Judging by the way you were brought here under the heavy guard of the Kislev army, you are no ordinary criminal.
At least you're treating me nicely.
Again, apparently it was a specific request from that masked woman.
Huh?
We have, this is also Yushiri, specifically this girl, Suzarn.
That's a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, look, what good timing. Prince Charming has woke up. This may be sudden, but you have to come along with us.
Why do they look like they're cosplaying as Donald Duck characters?
I was gonna say they look more like DK characters.
Not the baptismal ceremony. This patient is only just awoke.
Which one is Suzanne?
The one on the far left. Don't worry, the battle
Ah.
sprites do not match what they look like here.
It
Okay.
is unthinkable that you would try and suddenly carry out your whatever.
Dweebs.
Come off it. Just a sec. That guy's been thrown in here as a crim, ain't he? You should be thanking us for having the kind and compassionate heart to let him rest up after a few days.
Might. I'll be this guy. Yeah, that's right. As long as he's come here as a crim, he's gonna follow the rules. And that drove him this one.
That's the way it is. So without further ado, we'll borrow him for a little while. Don't worry, we will return him to you straight away. Once we're through with him, that is.
You don't have a choice in this. If you oppose us, the fair doctor will cop it too.
Don't come with us, we'll just kill the doctor.
We'll kill you both, it's fine.
Them's the rule. Okay, do what you want.
This is what your salary is going towards, Doc.
I'm so sorry, I can't go
Sorry,
against
this
whatever.
was a bit automated.
Yeah, go ahead.
Simple lad, that saves us a bit of trouble.
Oh, this one isn't automated.
Oh,
Whatever.
what a sensible lad.
No.
That saves us a bit of trouble.
The point is that we have to go. No, don't worry, Dweebs.
Anyway, come along now, champ.
The champ is
The champ is waiting.
Yo.
And don't worry, we'll let you return here soon.
Oh,
Hercule
cool.
Was
Go see
Satan?
John Cena?
Whether you'll be alive or not is a different question.
I didn't know Hercule Satan was on the ship.
Also, Dej, no, we're gonna see a character that resembles another one. You would immediately tell, wait, is this guy like this? The moment we actually see his portrait, don't worry. Because despite those aren't too much asking, nobody will have Pedro voicing him, but since we're having a bit of difficult times, Dej, you'll be this guy for the time being as soon as he shows up.
Alright.
Go on, Sherry.
Champ, we've bought...
Blanca?
What's his face?
There we go.
A man
Dej.
called Champ. Thanks, Shuren. So you're the new inmate.
This is Rico Ricardo Banderas.
We don't know or care what you did to get put in here, but welcome to D Block. So, fuck.
What name? I'm Faithful Long. What's your name?
People look a lot.
I know it's not really champ. At least I have the right to know that much.
D-Block looks nicer than any other prison I've seen.
Just wait a bit, Lives.
Oh, I'm guessing Suzanne is the one with the green hair.
It's the one on the far
Calm
left.
down, Sarah.
Oh, the
I
one with the
don't
glasses.
The name's Rico.
Basically.
It's Suzanne,
Kid.
sir.
It's good to have guts, if it's the real thing. We know it's a bit sudden, but we need to see how strong you really are.
We know you have a
I've been
concussion,
shot
so
in
we're
the
gonna
head.
beat you up.
Heinrich, Vargas, Leonardo, Sir, whatever. his
Suzanne.
name is.
Suzanne.
Let's begin his baptism. Take him outside.
Throw him out.
I'm starting to get seriously worried about what this baptism entails.
Whatever
Take
you
him
do,
outside
Faye,
and shoot him in the head.
Whatever you do,
Welcome.
Faye, don't drop the
Welcome
soap.
to D-Block. Kislev is such a shithole that they basically Arkham City, the part of their own, capital, to be resorted as a fucking gulag.
How does that work?
I don't know that.
Kid, you're up in front.
But I don't wanna.
Now I think you've got the idea, but I'll tell you anyway.
We're going to shoot you.
All the criminals sent here are each given a rank. Deciding what rank you are is easy. You get your rank by fighting these 4 battlers. Relax, the fights are one-on-one. By now you should have realized results are everything. If you can defeat these 4 battlers, you'll be promised a certain amount of freedom. Then, let the fights begin. That's what I like to say, but even we have some compassion. We'll give you some time. Even though it's one-on-one, you still have to fight all 4. You should get prepared for the battle. And one more thing.
There are no continues, my friend.
Don't even think about trying to get away from here. After all, that's an impossibility.
Basically,
yes.
save if you want. Otherwise, just go like Susan suggested.
Goody.
Champ, he's ready for his baptismal ceremony.
Oh, goody.
Susan is gonna be the last of the 4 for you to fight. So the other 3 are gonna be small potatoes, as you can imagine.
Then let it begin. Your first opponent will be Leonardo.
Okay, Dej, I remember I have fuzzy memories with TMNT. What weapon is the weapon I have, Leonardo? The katanas?
Dual katanas.
Oh, there you go. It's the blue guy. There you go. But as you can see, in battle,
the
this
hell?
guy is represented by this elf.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That doesn't look at all like what he looks like in the overfield.
Again, it's a
Alright.
striking difference. Don't worry, there's gonna be another point where another character looks kind of nothing like they look, on the field and with their portrait. So, but
Question
anyway,
the reasoning.
anyway, the fight is pretty much straightforward. It's this
Ready.
guy does not offer that much of a challenge.
Tiger uppercuts.
But yeah, basically, Kislev. Oh, okay. Basically, Kislev decided it was a good idea to basically revolve part of their own city into basically a gigantic concentration camp, more like a gulag, strictly gulag, but you get the idea, for prisoners of war and all kind. Again, it boggles the mind, especially considering that Kislev in itself looks, it's kind of smaller compared to Ave.
Uh-huh. Oh my god, this one also doesn't look like the one from the overfield.
Nope.
Anyway, dearest,
Go ahead, Jova.
dearest Martha, writing to you from a prison within the gulag here. For some reason, they have decided to convert part of our city to a prison state here. Much protests were made, petitions were issued, and then thrown and put through the shredder here. They now put us into camps, based on our rankings of coolness here and there, and our specialties in translating Square Enix dialect here and there. We are now ruled by Blanca from Street Fighter. It fills me with deep content and deep fear. I hope that I am someday able to escape here and go to the better far reaches of Capcom, where surely nothing like this will ever happen. Yours truly.
Oh my god, for a second I thought you actually were reading text and I got behind. I'm like, what?
No, Dad.
No. I was just pulling a Morgan Freeman.
There you go. Again, like I said, the first couple of fights are fine. It's starting, I think, with the third one that they become a bit more tricky. How could I?
Entertaining. How's the next one? God, I've gone from a Wolverine to Solid Snake.
Don't worry, Dad.
Yeah.
Again, the first three ghouls are represented by these deforest elves, which they do have some of them do have a small gimmick, like for example, one can potentially counter your special moves if you're not too careful. But otherwise, you just can feel free to pummel them properly. But yeah, that's basically our situation. 4 days have passed since the accident of the other border, and apparently for some reason Faye has been put into this massive prison. And yeah, it's a good time to mention it. I hope you guys have enough patience, because we're gonna spend quite a sizable amount of parts in this hellhole. This is basically where the game tests you more your patience. The first time I played this game, this part was a slog to me. Again, it's not so much that it's difficult, but it drags quite a lot, actually. Faye's gonna spend quite a bit of time in Kislev, and while you do learn new important things, potentially, you will probably be glad the moment you actually leave it, basically.
I suppose it's like in Kingdom Hearts 1 where you're stuck on Destiny Islands for a while, and anyone who was looking forward to the Disney stuff maybe kept waiting a bit, and of course the ever more infamous opening of Kingdom Hearts 2, which was just the prologue for a few hours, mind you.
I replayed the opening of Kingdom Hearts 2 last month. It's not really as bad as many people made it out to be.
Okay. I'd argue that is because you played it before, so you at least know the end. Like, think about this from the perspective of somebody who's playing it for the first time, and also for added bonus points, let's imagine that they haven't played 358 over 2 days, or, well,
Chain of Memories.
Well, you know what, crud, even with Chain of Memories, you still won't know what the deal with Roxas is, but I guess at least you'll know why Sora and company are in that
Well,
pod,
it's eventual.
yeah.
Well, it's eventual. The Chain of Memories, at least the original GBA game, ends with a tease of a screenshot of Roxas in Twilight Town. So technically, Chain of Memories does tease something with a new character.
Alright, I mean, like, well, and don't get me wrong, it's not the worst thing ever, but I can get why some people were a bit iffy here and there. Granted, as we mentioned, during the initial release, Square didn't help matters by not exactly letting people know, yeah, you should totally play the Game Boy Advance game in between these two PS2 games. Go on.
Anyway, basically your last opponent again is gonna be Susan, and again she's gonna break the mold just a bit. Susan, as you can see, has a completely different sprite, complete with a scythe and everything, and she might be she might be a bit intimidating, but don't be scared by her. Air attacks are all percentage based, meaning that she cannot actually kill you properly, but she will reduce your HP to low amount, meaning that disoriented player might be too scared, then potentially fuck things up or waste all the time about it.
Let me guess, there's going to be a secret, well, not a secret, but there's going to be an extra fight after hers, which makes her whole percentile damage thing come into play, because it screws you over for the next battle.
Not exactly, mind you, but it's kind of similar a bit with the fight against Diabolos in Final Fantasy VIII, where it's super intimidating, but if you know how percentage damage actually works, and the trick that it cannot properly kill you unless there's a small physical attack to be done, like this, for example, as long as your HP are more than 10, basically, you're good to go. And just free to pummel her.
Dandy.
Mm-hmm.
And boop. But yeah, I have noticed that a lot of Square Enix games do tend to have that one big pause. And I don't mean like, just your typical little slant off, but it's more like they seem to consistently have these long pauses that really do test your patience or loyalty with a game here and there.
All right, and now that I thought I defeated all of them, it's time for the main attraction. Go ahead.
You've defeated all 4. Ha! This is an unexpected outcome. Let me give you this special treatment. I myself will be your final home.
So if I beat you, does that mean you become my prison
Enough!
bitch?
There's no purpose in doing this. I had nothing to do with you.
No need for a reason?
I just do it because
This is a D-block tradition. We must determine the pecking order. Get ready.
Again, so if he beats you, does that make you his prison bitch?
You ain't got one? Well, I do.
But yeah, okay, that's the thing. You can actually fail at any moment the actual fights, and it will determine your rank, which will have an effect that I will tell in a second. I don't know who this voice actor is, by the way. It's uncredited.
Is that all you can do? What? Don't you want to fight? What's wrong? If you don't resist, I'll end up breaking your neck.
No.
What's that? I can't hear you.
Fuck off.
No. I won't fight.
Well then, this is the end.
Out of the way.
What?
What?
Congrats! You won!
If only.
Why is he dressed as Sora? That's more like it. You're quite good.
You're pretty good.
You're the first one to ever injure me. Now I don't have to hold back. I'm looking forward to this.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately, this is a fight where you're supposed to lose.
Oh.
So much hype and even a scripted event, and you still have to lose the fight anyway.
Wait.
Yes,
A scene where a character, whether through his own will or not, fights back, and yet we have to lose the scripted fights.
Anyway, the point is that for the time being, it's just powering up. But again, it doesn't really matter because as soon as it attacks you, you will see just how much damage it does. But the point is that your rank determines how much freedom of movement you have inside the prison. It doesn't really matter because as the game progresses, you'll eventually be able to move freely eventually on your own. The better you perform here, the more story beats your dialogue you obtain from Rico and the others, and the more early freedom you have compared to later. So it's just a thing that you can potentially miss, but it's preferable if you actually try to endure the fights up until Rico, basically.
Okay.
It was just
okay.
that's the thing. The game was loading, Projova.
A bit tough. Well, a win's a win. Your rank is A.
Thank you.
Didn't you hear? Take him back to his quarters. And don't forget one thing.
He's my prison, bitch, not yours.
Yeah, he's now technically ranked above you.
He was a prison, bitch.
Again, let this be your basically set reminder for the events inside Block D. Now, this here normally wouldn't have music; would be just silent. So I decided to, for this particular occasion, to add something. Oh, where am I this time?
You're in the same place, just in a different room. You've had a rough day.
Yeah.
Thumbs the game up, so.
He
I
just
just-
woke up and he
I
had
just
the
got
shit
beaten
beat
up-
out of him.
Yeah, I just got beaten up by Blanca. What the fuck do you think? Oh, it's you. Looks like I needed your assistance again, huh?
Oh, at least he didn't shock you.
Yes, but don't worry, I don't mind. It's my job. Anyway, how do you feel?
I mean,
Did
it's
you
my
see
job.
the
How do
last
you
episode?
feel after all that?
I'm in a bit of pain.
A
but
bit?
I think I can cope with it.
He's showing some restraint.
Lately, I've been getting used to this kind of thing. Huh? The last thing I remember was those guys picking what rank they think I'm worthy of.
Also, is that
Oh gosh, don't tell me you're
I'll
into
tell you later,
this.
Jova.
Oh, God.
Oh, I think I'd better tell you about that.
Is that a collar around his neck in that sprite?
Yes, that would be explained too. What? You know what rank I am?
Yeah, you're bitch.
You're quite strong, aren't you? To defeat 4 people in your condition, it's no wonder they give you rank A.
Let me
Rank
guess.
A
This
for
dialogue
asshole.
changes based off of which rank you got.
Basically.
But to go up against the champ, it's amazing that you came back alive at all.
So I guess he's not the champ anymore, then, is he?
He still is because he beat you.
Oh.
The fight was meaningless. I had no reason to. I didn't want to fight.
What happened? You look a bit pale.
I was
He
fighting.
literally got
Lady.
pummeled into the ground.
This giant green dude just pummeled me to death. It's nothing. Don't worry. By the way, what's this finger on my neck?
Oh, it's a bomb.
Oh, gee, that makes it so much better.
Are you serious?
The moment you leave the vicinity of the Imperial capital, the collar goes boom.
Basically, we're in Battle Royale now.
Yes.
Wait. So Saul
Yeah.
ripped this off.
Oh my god, Tail, I just realized something.
Well,
Blue Dragon ripped this off.
I mean, the color thing has been a common thing since God knows how long.
But remember, some of the developers of this game went on to make Blue Dragon. That's the thing.
I guess.
Apart
So,
from the civilizations of D Block and a select few battlers, everybody has to wear them.
You may notice that Rico also has one that, but that's more like decoration. You will learn basically in the next couple of parts why he's a bit of an exception.
You're in D Block. That is the only chain that binds the prisoners.
So,
Aw,
as you
so
can
you're
see,
technically
Kislev
free
is
to do what you
Kislev is up
want.
for an open kind of prison. How considerate of him.
see, the freedom, it is yours.
Huh?
You give the
Wow.
freedom back to the
So,
people.
no matter how much I struggle, I'll never be able to. Oh, man.
Anyway, you should try to get some rest today.
Maybe.
Blah 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 blah.
And in case you're wondering, yes, that was the town theme from Devil May Cry 2.
I'm curious to you, is there like a gameplay mechanic where you do try to go out of the city, it's an automatic game over
No.
as they blow you up?
No, because thankfully the game is circumvents that by having guards patrolling the external outpost and just telling you, oh, don't go outside, otherwise you will blow up and everything, you know. But there will be a small gameplay and story integration later regarding the color. But however, in the next part, we'll just have to explore this thrilling fucking concentration camp and see what we can do, basically.
See
Yeah.
ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.